Hello everyone, in this video I will show you some best new open world games which you can play on your Android smartphone. But first, before we start this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel Games Down and press the bell icon for more gaming videos. The first game on this list is Blackmoor 2. Blackmoor 2 is a side-scrolling adventure game with sandbox elements. The main story is fairly linear and you get the usual array of hack and slash action with many bad guys and boss fights. However, the game comes with a full level editor. Players can build their own dungeons with their own range of challenges and bad guys. There is also online multiplayer co-op with up to 4 players and PvP if you want to go that route. The second game on this list is Crashlands. Crashlands burst onto the scene in 2016 and immediately became one of the best sandbox games out there. In this title, you play as an intergalactic trucker. The game starts with you stuck on a random planet. Your job is to defeat bad guys, craft items, and build yourself a home away from home. There is also a quest line where you can save the world while retrieving all of the packages you lost. It's a huge game that also doesn't take itself too seriously. You'll have to shell out $4.99 to play it, but there are also no in-app purchases. On number 3 we have Don't Starve and Don't Starve Shipwrecked is 2 decent survival open-world games. Players are dropped into the world and they must survive the experience. You can craft your hideout, find food, and, in Shipwrecked, sail the open seas looking for food and resources. The games feature seasons, various biomes similar to Minecraft, and plenty of stuff to do. It's definitely an above-average game in this space. Next up we have the Escapists 1 and 2. Escapists 1 and 2 are excellent sandbox games. You play as an inmate in a prison and breaking out is your sole purpose. You can craft various items and concoct various ways to get out. That includes dressing up as a guard, tunneling out, or even making your way out through the ducts. You must also do the usual prison stuff like work and eat. The second game adds some features and has a bunch of extra places to break out of. However, you really can't go wrong with either game. On number 4 we have Godus. Godus is an open-world simulator where you essentially play God. Your job is to keep watch over civilization as they grow. The entire world is at your whim. That means you can help or hinder progress as you see fit. When it comes to interacting with society, you can be a just and loving creator, or you can hurl meteors at them. The choice is yours. It had a rough start at first, however, it seems to be a relatively stable game these days. It's a freemium game in case that matters to you. Number 5 game is The Last Day on Earth. Last Day on Earth is a survival shooter with sandbox elements. Players are trapped in a post-apocalyptic world. They must survive zombies, the elements, and each other. You have to do the usual survival stuff like find food and resources. The game also includes crafting, open exploration, and even some MMO elements. It's a little more survival than a sandbox, but the same kind of open-world feeling is definitely still there. On number 6 we have Minecraft. Minecraft, another of the most popular sandbox games of all time. For those who have been living under a rock, Minecraft is a game where you mine things, build things, kill things, and use your creativity to its maximum. Players from all over the world have enjoyed the game and its mobile version actually isn't half bad. Updates in 2017 brought Minecraft's mobile version on par with its console, PC, and Nintendo Switch counterparts for true cross-platform play. Terraria is another decent game with very similar elements. Next up we have MiniDayz. MiniDayz is another zombie survival game with sandbox elements. It features retro graphics, simple controls, and a metric ton of places to explore. Players face a bunch of threats, including other NPC humans. You must also manage your hunger and thirst levels as well as prevent blood loss from wounds. This is a totally free game with no in-app purchases. There are ads, although we didn't find them overly intrusive. This is excellent for sandbox fans on a budget. Number 9 we have PayBack 2. PayBack 2 is one of the more underrated sandbox games. The idea is fairly similar to something like Twisted Metal. You drive a car in an area where other people are also driving. Your goal is to destroy them. It also includes the ability to race helicopters, fight tanks, race cars, and much more. It includes over 50 campaign events, custom events, and more. You essentially drop in and start doing stuff. It's actually a whole lot of fun. You can try it out for free, but it is a freemium game, so to keep that in mind. Finally, last game of this video is Portal Knights. Portal Knights is an action RPG with a ton of sandbox elements. The game includes local multiplayer with up to 4 people, simple mechanics, an RPG-style level progression, and even a crafting system. It's almost like a fantasy version of Crashlands. You roam the open world killing things and finding materials for your various adventures. There is even dual-stick controller support. This is a newer game compared to the others on the list. That's okay, though, because this one is still quite excellent. It runs for $4.99 with optional in-game stuff as in-app purchases. So that it's guys, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.